The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita. And the opponent, from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? There's the reversal. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other. There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now. And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR. It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. What a reversal. That went nowhere. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight. They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR. They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Oh no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? There's no way The Undertaker's gonna win this match. Just look at it.
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking. Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
Boy, when you look at these, it looks like he's fixing to end this one.
Oh, man! What a choke slam! That'll do it, JR.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
It looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride, King.
And that's one ride you don't ever want to take. The last ride.
You're not going to get him with that one. The very sight of Kane makes my blood run cold. What an inhuman monster he is.
You say monster like it's a bad thing, JR. But everyone loves a monster, whether they...
He's got his opponent by the throat. This could be it.
Yes! The showstopper! Can you even imagine being slammed from that high in the air, JR? After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King.
There's the pin! Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars. I think he's going for the throat here, JR. Literally.
A huge choke slam. There's no question why he calls it the showstopper.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. My God! A choke slam! All the way from hell!
Here's the cover, JR!
No matter how many times I see him, I never get over the size of the Big Show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. That's a whole lot of superstar right there.
Oh, he's big all right, JR. He can't even go to the beach anymore because Greenpeace keeps trying to tow him back into the ocean.
You better hope that the Big Show doesn't hear you saying that, King. I'm not so sure he'd be as amused by your sense of humor as you seem to be.
Uh-oh. I think we know where he's going with this, JR.
What a sickening choke slam! All the way to hell! I think this crowd's giving these superstars a...
He's going for the cover, JR!
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no easy feat. He's a slippery devil.
We could have a pinfall here, JR! This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? He went straight for the pin. No flies on him.
Oh boy,
and it's been reversed.
Oh man, don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
Tombstone pile driver. My God, what an impact. And there's the cover.
You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is, but I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry out. He's going for the pin!
I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe Kane anymore. He's become so twisted and so evil.
Ouch! Now there's a move that'll take the fight right out of you, JR.
Well, it's certainly not the most technical of moves, but I can't say that it's not effective. Oh my! This is not what those ring ropes were meant to be used for.
Well, all's fair in love and war, JR. But after this, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of loving in this superstar's future.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's... He's got some evil intentions here.
Oh man, 10 feet in the air and all the way down again. I'll agree with you about the larger parts. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Here we go, Tombstone Pile Driver.
This could be a pinfall.
Here are your winners, The Undertaker, Kane, and The Big Show,